Over the years, there's been arguably no bigger innovation to get people into boating than the outboard motor. In the early 1900s, when the likes of Evinrude, Johnson, and later Mercury began to crank out their affordable power options, it did wonders for getting people out on the water en masse. Outboard motor brands have come and gone, been bought and sold, and continue to evolve through technology and innovation. But where do all the engines go when they become obsolete? Well, today we're going to take a deep dive into the world of the outboard motor. You think we could be in the right place? When we last saw this boat, it looked a little bit different. No steering wheel, no propeller, no seats, no engine hatch. Basically just that beefy Mercury Racing 1350 in an empty shell. But the Waggles have sky-high expectations, and we're here today to see if we can figure out once and for all whether this tough 34 is the world's fastest single-engine V-bottom boat. I'm Drew McMillin in Cochrane and Kapuskasing in Go Gamma. I'm Drew McMillin in Timmins, where City Hall has become part of the Klingon Empire. These pups are patiently waiting to see if they've made the naughty or nice list. We smashed that mark this morning, hitting minus 41 around 7 a.m. Marcel Lejeunesse says he has a tough time remembering this much snow. NHLers will play another game against local law enforcement all-stars Friday night in Sudbury. The Beard Liberation Front, which campaigns against beardism and prejudice against the hairy, rejected the study. When we're out of the house, are our pets comfortable? The psychic in Timmins may be one of the last people ever to be charged with this offense. There's still plenty of room to go deeper. Drew McMillin, CTV News, Schumacher, Smooth Rock Falls, Cochrane, Timmins. I know deck boats aren't necessarily the best looking boats on the water, but they are some of the most practical, with a spaciousness of a pontoon and more of the feel of a fiberglass boat. What I do really like is that Bayliner has done a pretty good job of making nice sleek lines to give this a little sportier look than your typical deck boat. With a moderate V hull, this thing planes nice and easy. A little bit of bow rise and it's right up on plane in just a few seconds. There's a little bit of patter in rough water, but otherwise this thing rides pretty nice. And the big squared off bow and windshield are great for keeping you high and dry in a little bit of chop. Welcome into episode 6 of Loan the Podium. Can't believe we're still doing it at this point. You got a court date today?
I do not.
No? Just wearing a suit.
Promise.
Anyway, we're just a few weeks now away from the start of the 2018 Winter Olympics. Mike, where are we starting this week? So I've got the bearings out of both the front and back of this hub. The front one is that brutal one we looked at earlier. That was the one making all the noise. The back, not that bad, but if you're gonna change one, you better change them both. So it's off to our marine parts store we go. Make sure you bring the old one with you, no matter how embarrassing it is to look at that shape.